Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. It's me again, Ryan, and I'm back with just a quick recap, but a really good trade with Tesla. So today again, I traded Tesla because that was the only one I liked with volume. The pre-market, I think I had about probably 3 million volume in the pre-market, which is really good. I think Nvidia had a good volume as well, but in terms of daily, I kind of prefer Tesla because, like what I mentioned yesterday, I know what's gonna do. I have like a plan, and then it actually did the plan. I actually did what I said yesterday. If I'm not wrong. Yeah. So today I traded Tesla a few times. Let's look here. What time did I start trading? I started really early, 9:30:08, like right at zero point 0.8 seconds. That's crazy, right at the open. So I entered because I was hoping for a breakout. So let's put this one here. I was really I was really watching this 195.60 area or this somewhere this level. Let's look. Tesla was kind of doing this. One sec. Sorry about that. Look at that move. That's crazy. So Tesla was just rejecting this 195.60 at pre-market, and I actually kind of like it. I like it when it rejects really, really bad. Um, and if it's gonna break out, it's gonna be massive. So what happened was it before it even breaks out because when it rejected VWAP here because VWAP was somewhere at 195.10 or 05. When I knew that it was going to reject, immediately I got in. So I was just risking the low. So I got in somewhere at 195.50. So I was risking 195. I was gonna stop out if it drops right somewhere at 195 already because that was really early. That was a really early entry. This candle was about. Let's look at the second one. This candle is about 89 cents, so close to $1. So risk reward wise, I didn't even take profit because I was really hoping for this 196 break here. Um, as you can see, I wanted to break this 196. There were some large ask orders in there, but it didn't really feel. Um, I kind of got FOMO'd and then I just took profit there right away. And so I took profit at around 78 cents. So that's about 28 cents win. Um, but since I was risking really tightly, I have to respect my stop. So I stopped out with a little bit of a loss. So that was actually a loss trade. Um, I thought I was going to hold it, but I said I have to respect my loss, so I had to respect my stop. So I stopped out here, and again, when I saw that it's really pushing, I immediately jumped in again with the same risk. Let's put this on here with the same risk. So entry was 195.83. So this was take profit here at 78. New entry was 73. And eventually I got the move that I want. I was really happy with it. Let's see what happened. This, if you look at it, if you're taking profit like this, it looks like it's really extended. It even broke 197, right? So, looking at this, it looks like I have to take a good partial out of this. If not, it's looking at this, I don't really remember what really happened here. So looking at this candle, this is $1.25. That's a really good move. So it's probably gonna stop and retrace somewhere at this 196.50, like here, and I'll probably have to add up somewhere at 196.50. Let's see what I did. I did not, so I took more profit because it was. I mean, that was my initial thought, but it did not do that. So I took more in here because 187 is a round number. When it dipped down 187, I took profit. So 197, and then I added back in. Oh wow, that's bold. I did not add here because I was probably hoping to add somewhere here, but it did not happen. When it showed me this white candle here, I added up. That's 197.18. Break of this 198 break, and I was hoping for another breakout to 198. I took profit. Took another one. That 198 didn't break. I was really hoping for that. Okay, so and then took more profit when it made a low, and then eventually it stopped me out. It stopped me out after this is probably my break even average cost. What happened? And then this happened. I was like, oh my god, I rejected VWAP. It didn't even close at 1 and 650. Um, but I was kind of scared about this big drop. And then look at this candle here. It was a lot of volume. That was also scary. That's about almost a million volume. And then this happened. I didn't chase it, but when I saw I was rejecting 198, it made this reverse hammer. Um, and then I took it short, so 197.74 because I was all out here, right? So I missed the move up. And I said, okay, maybe I was. It was really it was really being defended at 198. It was really obvious. Nobody's even buying it. Like look at that. Nobody's chasing 198. Nobody's pushing 198. There was no volume. And then after that, when I saw this large wick here, I shorted. So 197.74. Big profit. I was risking the high of this, but still, I think I was risking 50 cents on this one. So, um, yeah, so that was actually a good risk reward. So high of day here, took profit, good, and then I stopped out because it was just I made my goal basically. So it was just a 20-minute trade. Once you made your goal, you don't wanna just leave your desk. Because you can actually just overtrade and yeah, the goal is to just trade 30 minutes, right? So that was my goal. Um, I was really happy with this after stopping out a few times. I said, okay, I stopped out once here, two and three stop outs, fine. And look at that, it was making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and then I said, okay, it's gonna break out, but I need to leave. I need to leave. If not, I'm probably gonna be FOMO'd and overtrade this. Yeah, so it looking at this, there's really no sign, and I don't have any other levels. I have 200 probably, but I mentioned yesterday it will probably consolidate a few days before it even reaches 200. That's what I mentioned in my recap yesterday. Yeah, so it's now tight at 198. It's very close to VWAP. Looking at this, it's making lower highs, lower highs. This is probably where, I mean, I don't really know where it dropped. This is probably now where you will probably consider taking a good short, risking maybe, I don't know, somewhere maybe $1 if you don't want to get stopped, maybe $1 risk here. So let's see, rejected at 188, short now. Okay, yeah, there. So that was the short I was looking for. Okay, so but imagine if you entered somewhere here, I was mentioning 197.60 could have been stopped, even if it's $1. Even if it's $1 risk, you probably got have stopped. Yeah, so an entry is probably the best thing you can do. And then look at that drop. So now it's hovering somewhere here. At this level here, 195. So that's probably the low of day. It's probably gonna bounce. No, it did not. It did not bounce. So it bounced here. This is probably a good area to re-add for your short. And then look at that. It's someone's buying here at this area. It's probably gonna go back to VWAP. I don't really know what really happened here. It's probably gonna go back to VWAP, but it did not. Man, I was wrong with my calls. That's why I only trade to open. And look at that. Look at that move. That's insane. That's insane. There's definitely a seller. But this kind of move, that's no proper consolidation. There's consolidation here. This is probably where all the longs will get trapped. Take 195 long for 198. Did not happen, and look at that. A lot of people got trapped at 195, I think. Yeah. So Tesla, as you can see this area here. Tesla moved about $10 again. So every day it's making a $10 move. $10 move. So let's see. So looking at this, it looks like, yeah, it looks like it's gonna go to 192, which it did. Um, Crazy moves, man. Crazy moves. So as you can see here, let's just, oh, sorry about that. As you can see here, this is this not white, black lines. These are my ATRs. So as you can see, the range that it's doing per candle is about, this area here is about 50 cents, 60 cents. The highest it did was $1.50. That's crazy. Where is that? This one is $1.50. That's insane. So per candle, it's doing about roughly 60 cents per candle. So either you risk $1 or you risk 60 cents. 60 cents, you'll probably get stopped unless you stop right away. So let's say around this one, this candle moved about $1, yeah, $1. So 195.24, yeah, 195.28. So almost $1. So you can also risk $1 risking the low of this candle if you want to enter somewhere here, like what I did here. Yeah, so I was kind of upset I did not get profit somewhere at 188. That's actually my level previous days. But yeah, how do I recognize if I'm gonna enter at the open or in the second candle? I always just look at the volume. Let's see. So as you can see, I have this thing here. Can you see this? Oh, there. You can see this is actually a chart. It's on the side a chart, but only showing volume. Oh yeah, you can see this. So yeah, you can see this. I don't know, it's not showing up. So if this one is not in the study config, I'm only adding volume. I'm only showing this one, not this chart here. So it's set into 5 minutes. So per candle, it's about 5 minutes worth of time. So it will tell me at the open. It will immediately tell me how much in volume wise it moved, or it, I don't know how to say it. I don't know. The first 5 minutes, it will tell me how much volume it made already in the first 5 minutes. So let's say 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. So at least I can tell if it's already a million. If it's already a million, it's good. Like this candle, this one is 1 million, right? And the ATR is about 89 cents. So immediately in my head, I'm gonna risk about 90 cents or $1 if I did not enter right away. But since I entered right away, I can risk 50 cents because I entered somewhere 195.50, and 195 is here. So this is a 50-cent risk. Um, I should have taken a partial somewhere of 186, but I did not, because I was hoping for that breakout there, and I was hoping for that the second candle. Yeah, so I use this ATR a lot because it's just really easy for me to do a risk reward uh, calculation. So my shortcuts are based on this ones. Um, else, yeah. So yesterday I think I mentioned in my recap where for it to break 200, since it rejected the 200 really bad yesterday, it had to consolidate. I have a feeling like maybe I'm not really 100% sure, but it will probably go to this 186 and close this gap here, and then eventually shoot up in the 200 levels and go to this 210. So really, I want this 210 level seriously, but it's just consolidating right now. It's moving about. This candle moved about $14. This candle moved about $9.76, almost $10 for both. Yeah, so that's why I like Tesla. It's very liquid, amazing to trade. There's always volume. Anyways, yeah. So I hope you know. Really, I mean, in hindsight, if you're looking, it moved about $10, but the range I traded was only about 195, about $3. So in a few trades, if you let's say you get $1 out of a $3, that's really good. Let's say that dollar is 1% of your account. That's really good, right? So if you make 1% a day, that's not bad. Even if you make 2% a day, that's really good. So I'm looking at it that way because when I trade, that's how I risk. Yeah. So I hope you learned something new. I mean, if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, and we'll try to address the question in the next video. And if you're interested in mentorship, I'm actually considering to start another mentorship program, either one-on-one or as a group. So let me know if you want to learn how I trade open and how I do part-time trading, how I scan stocks, my shortcuts, basically all the things. But I prefer if you have a little bit of experience in day trading because, if you have zero experience, then it's going to be hard for me to explain everything to you. I don't want to explain candlesticks, moving averages, and everything to you. Yeah, so yeah, but feel free to direct message me and ask questions. Yeah. Bye. If you haven't, please subscribe and don't forget to follow my social media accounts. Bye.